this year, over 280 shows played at the Hollywood Fringe, and by being here, you're supporting live theater in Los Angeles, which is really awesome. So give yourselves a round of applause. If any of you are interested, the Fringe closing party is tomorrow night, so things are wrapping up. See any shows while you can this weekend. You can find more details on hollywoodfringe.org. Before we start, we got to do some housekeeping. Please turn off any noise-making devices you have on you, cell phones, beepers, if anyone has beepers anymore, I don't know. Also, emergency exits are back the way you came in, as well as to my left. See the green exit sign? Up that way. And part of your Fringe theater experience is as soon as the curtain comes down, you have to get the hell out, because there's another show that starts 30 minutes after our show ends. So if you do want to say hi to any friends who are in the cast or involved with the show, you can find all of us out on the street where we like to hang. And all you do is you walk out the front door of the theater, turn left, walk to Lillian Way, the corner, turn left again. You'll see us amidst the mob. Okay? Without any further ado, first elders.
Hello? Anyone here? Hello? It's just me. Breaking and entering. Hello? Good. Relax. Criminals do this all the time. It can't be that hard. Find a sacred space. Okay, done. Tell the space it's sacred. You're sacred. Okay, done. When you're finding a sacred space, you are defining speak to it. All right. Hi, sacred space. So I didn't find you through a vision quest or anything like that. I kind of just Googled gay sacred spaces, and I got Divine's Grave, nudist commune in Kentucky, a sexual position I think is impossible, a club in the Netherlands, oh, and the theater. I had a professor who always said there was nothing more sacred than the theater. Oh, the theater. Whoa. Did I just... Anyways, guide me in making this sacred circle. Healers from the four corners come forth. Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, Ishtilion, guided by my two-spirit Hierophant. Okay, done.
It's not a to-do list.
Professor Ambrose? Oh my god, my first day as a witch and I've raised the dead.
I may have seen better days, but dead, hardly.
So wait, so you're not here?
Still. Let's start with hi.
Hi.
How have you been?
Good?
You're breaking and entering to perform ancient ritual magic because everything's good.
Well, not good. Not good at all, actually. Funny how we hide behind good when it's completely the wrong label. I'm doing a spell.
So I've heard. It sounds fascinating, and I'm here to help.
But what if you're not here and I'm like nuts?
Does it matter? We're always here. That's what matters. Now, having taken my playwriting course, you know how I feel about exposition. So chalk us up to theatrical magic and move hence. What comes next in your well-researched plan of action?
Yeah, I have a problem with this part. It says I'm supposed to call the spirits, elementals, gods, and the elders.
Oh, that's why I'm here, to call the elders.
Like old people?
Exactly, like old people.
You know, I was hoping for Thor, or someone a little more.
Who isn't? So, hey, what else have you in that Mary Poppins-esque bag?
Oh, I wasn't sure, so I brought some stuff. Sage, candles, some personal stuff, tokens, knickknacks of no particular impressive life. Should I have more gifts? What gifts should I... You know, it feels like I have so very much when I know I'm so wealthy in this land of so much. Feels like so very much when it's hollow, isn't it? empty chocolate rabbit. A letdown. But who am I to be let down? How dare I play the victim when I'm the asshole? I was thoroughly unaware that I could be such an asshole. I just didn't know. I didn't know how fragile and frail the heart could be. I'm a monster. I'm an empty, lonely, asshole monster. I'd ask for forgiveness if that didn't seal the deal. Wait, did I just start? Feels like an ending, so it must
be the beginning. Well done.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I was so afraid of everything. I just didn't know.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, there's nothing to be sorry about. Now, if you'll allow, I'll set the stage, and I better hurry, they'll be getting bitchy. The stage is dark. Such a stage. The stage seems to glow with the hope of memory. And a star drop twinkles. Yes, let's have a star drop. Twinkling like many eyes of heaven, peering, observing, searching, like Chronos or chronotial omniscience.
Oh, girl!
Seriously, Armand is alone on the stage. The other queens are not yet seen or heard. Of course Armand is here first. He is the poet. The muses being the most accessible of areas. What does that mean, accessible?
It means you're a slut.
Hey, hot screwing the kettle.
Who told her she could even do this?
Shh, go on. It says I'm supposed to welcome those into the circle, so, welcome Professor Ambrose. Marry me, sir.
Marry me? Oh, Mary. I'll use my kind of magic. Center stage stands a young man, that's you. He is young, but not a child. Not a twink. No, post-twink. Twinks are too busy twinking to come here yet, and some I suppose never do. Their life unimagined, or perhaps it never occurs to them to come here until they're already bound like us. Oh, us. The young man is about 30, but something's changed. He, or life, both. He has moved from the first person to the second, and now he is fumbling for the plural. His name no longer matters. Guys all call him Chuck, or Charles, never Chuck. And he kind of looks like a Chuck. You okay?
That was good.
Well, apparently I'm accessible. Well, let us welcome your guests. Enter the elder.
Not use that word.
Enter the fabulous gentlemen of a certain age. Their ages all vary, but they're all over 60, 40. Well over. They carry themselves as persons used to carry themselves would. Well, come on, then.
Was that it? I bet you say that to everybody.
Michael.
Hey,
Oh
he's
dear,
cute.
he looks
Greetings, darling. Hey,
Cute suit.
Oh, I miss you. What can I say?
Yes, Ian, you look nice.
Better than like you.
Oh, those two kill me.
Meow.
I don't see anyone.
You don't see anyone?
Well, I see you.
Old Queen's being invisible. Shocking!
Almost can't see us.
Rude.
Well, in time.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh my gosh. You're Philip Michael Oliver. Nice to meet you, sir. I love your work.
I like him. Hello.
Of course he sees her.
Of course.
Hello, dear.
Oh, Etienne, I have dirt.
Ditch.
Later. Are we standing?
I need to sit. My back is killing me.
Hello, Armand. I don't mean to be pushy, but I am spy. We don't have loads of time. I can ignore the mani-pedi, but when they start the oak tree branch meetings, a man tends to know.
All right, I'll find some chairs.
Spine, spa's a verb.
Charlie, help me.
Honey, when you're over 50, it's a conditional imperative, Jared. Oh, hello there, Michael.
Philip.
Oh, it's Owen, right?
I'm surprised you remember me.
I detest the humble brag. The man knows his quiche.
Here you go.
Oh, perfect.
This is for you, Professor. I always imagined you in a cool Paris cafe writing tomes.
Well, actually, I write over a laptop in a closet I call a writing room, but Paris it is. And please, Professor no more. Call me Armand.
The accessible one.
Yes, thanks.
How many syllables in Armand?
Never quite enough, it seems.
Oh, look how he dotes.
He's so very young. Are they getting younger?
I miss the sex.
Oh, William.
Well, I do. Hey, when I was his age, I had sex
Every single day.
Well, I did.
This is for you.
He sits upon a box of junk. How apropos.
I should introduce them.
But I can't see that.
Well, how do you suppose you'll ever see them if you don't introduce yourself?
Exactly. This is, of course, is Philip Michael Oliver. And here we have, well, what is it? Will, William, Bill, what today?
You can call me Will, you can call me Bill, but don't call me late for the party.
Or just slut.
Right. He says Will. Come on, let's go get that drum light thing.
When I was his age, oh, how I hate that expression. Was anyone anyone's age? Oh, Mary, what does it matter? I couldn't be in his time. He's in his own time.
So their time is better than our time?
No way.
Is that true?
I wouldn't be equipped for his now then.
Oh, the shit we pulled without fear of camera phones?
I'm quite grateful my mistakes aren't pasted on the internet for worldwide mocking.
Yeah, well, maybe we'd be better off with less secrets. You know, more pics, more pride.
Oh my god, I could totally post this.
No!
That tacky thing had better not be my son.
Of course not. It's for Charlie. He's running the show.
For me?
Yeah, come on. 3 more.
You know, I have a record. Yes, an actual round disc. We recorded ourselves on at a party. Woo! We said some pretty nasty things, which the kids today think, because the words have been appropriated, were never nasty.
Or like the sex we had was more vanilla or less sexy.
Because they don't find you sexy, or rather can't think of you in a sexy light.
Yeah, but that light still burns.
More or less.
You were a bad boy from the get-go. Had to be. Nasty now is a plaything, a fetish.
So our sex was better than theirs.
I wonder.
Now you're qualified.
This is Michael.
Is he
Am I
dead?
No, he gets a cemetery bench because Michael remembers everything and everyone.
Too much. Well then.
Does this theater have an endless supply of furnishings?
No, why are there so many chairs?
Oh, they're doing a theater mashup.
Huh?
Yeah, like music, a theatrical mashup. The sign outside read, "The skin of our Midsummer Night's Dream Girls."
Peter's dead.
I've been saying that for decades.
That's why I prefer film. It doesn't die.
Which is why it doesn't have the same magic.
I disagree.
Hey,
Will!
ah!
Well, I thought if you couldn't see me,
I
Hi.
can see you now.
Why are you so sour looking? Hey, problem solved. We all feel you up and you can see us.
This is exactly why I didn't want to call these letchy old elders.
Oh!
I have a good mind to leave.
Well, he makes a point.
Oh, I didn't mean you. Or you, Professor Armand. Sorry, that was rude.
Yeah, well, so was Will.
Oh, God, these kids today are such prudes. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Princess Grace and Virtue. Hey, back in my day, little boy, we liked attention.
I get a ladder?
I thought you'd enjoy being in the kitchen, you know, baking and the like. This is Owen. He's very sweet, like the pastries he makes.
Oh, that was nice. Hi. Of course you can't see me. That's all right, girls. I'll just be in the kitchen.
No, grab his ass.
No!
Shut up! And this is Etienne Steve, not his real name.
As real as Armand.
Hi.
Where's my seat?
Oh, quick. Grab me that box.
What?
It's an enigma like you.
I will not sit on a ubiquitous black theatrical box.
Jesus! Go backstage and get that pink fabric I saw. Let's not let this entire ritual come to a screeching halt just because someone doesn't like their seat.
I regret to inform you, parades, publications, and military campaigns have screeched to a halt for the very same reason. Someone didn't like where their ass was.
Here you go. Now you have a Louis Vuitton pink poof a la Francais.
Hey, what's all this French shit? I thought we were talking about sex.
Oh,
such
is
a
he always
mess.
like this?
Yes, to both of you.
Could you be more lowbrow?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you hum a few bars and I'll try sucking?
No, that's not.
Oh, let's.
You're a perv, dude.
And you're a well-adjusted brat, thanks to me being a perv.
She has a point.
Owen thinks he has a point.
I'm not ungrateful.
Well, you don't mean to be, which is different.
You couldn't possibly know. Hidden areas off the interstate parades, yeah. We had parades to jail and the unemployment line.
Yeah, police taking photographs across the street from the bar.
And Michael is referring to the police taking pictures of who went in gay bars.
That was legal?
We were illegal.
It was a dark time, my dear.
I miss the sex.
We know!
Remember Fire Island? I mean, in the day, not now. Now it is so civilized, and they think they're decadent.
Oh, Fire Island. Stepping over boys, quite literally screwing on the land.
No, it was just like the Pope. You'd get off the plane and fall to your knees.
It was sacred space, I suppose.
The landing.
I never went.
Oh, but you had your own playgrounds?
Well, they were there. You know, I was the idiot falling in love with a clothes check boy.
You had a clothes check boy? We had a park.
Well, it was a gentleman's club, conveniently located 3 hours away.
You drove 3? Why am I even acting surprised? Back then and there, hell, I'd work like a dog to save and fly to Francine for a weekend.
Please do not descend into what I would have done to get laid conversation. I will win.
What's going on?
Gay things abounding. Sit tight.
Well, we had to, right? Didn't we have to?
I know we had to, and I know all about the homophobia, and that you forced us into the back rooms argument.
Oh,
but
jeez, so you're gonna go all Shane now?
no, I was gonna say I miss them. I miss those dens of debauchery in the back rooms and the place you just found. But the secrecy, I know, but they were amazing.
And necessary.
Yeah, not a lot of options, but of course necessary. But they wouldn't have existed without a reason or a purpose or patrons.
Second dark door on the left. That was my first gay bar. Second dark door on the left. No ribbons or lights. Trash. The humankind served as foul footmen to this dang castle. It was not easy, but it was kind of perfect. A thump or a bump, and there was gone. There was no there in there. What's not true is they should have been safe spaces, sacred spaces, but all too often were not. If the trash outside didn't ruin your night at any moment, the not-so-civil servants would bust in on raids. Can you imagine a world where there are laws regarding how close you may sit or the frequency in which you might move? And yet there we were. Second dark door on the left. One does not wonder why, rather. One intrinsically knows that one must find. Not family. Most of us have given up on that fable. And more than finding community or more than finding a partner for the night, I suppose you found you. There among the rotating lights, sporadic fog, and mincing men, there was always a mirror. At least in my understanding of the globe, there's always a mirror of sorts. And true or false, the mirror is only for you, and once you catch that glimpse of you, it's terrifying and familiar and unforgettable. Second dark door on the left is where I found that terrible lost queer with puppy eyes, and I knew immediately I had to take care of that stray. He broke my heart. That reflection. I suppose it's easier now, but I can't imagine it being more profound. It was, in hindsight, a terrible place. A terrible but necessary place. I wonder if the kids today are better or worse off, or maybe they have their own type of second dark door on the left. I wonder where their mirrors are.
Mine was a stall in a public bathroom.
Really?
Oh, my type of fabulous is hard-earned, honey. And yes, Philip Michael, there was a mirror.
I saw myself in the bathroom mirror at school. Bruised-eyed, trying to think of lies.
I always avoided mirrors. I never wanted to see me. I was too fat, or way gay, or too much of that, or everything. I hated my reflection, no matter what shape it took. I still catch myself avoiding the mirror in the bathroom until I purposely turn to shave.
Who was yours, Armand?
No, mine's not a pleasant memory.
And a public bathroom is? Well, actually, it was pretty pleasant at times.
Mine was in a hospital, an emergency room.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
I should be glad for the black eye.
I've always seen myself in other people. Whether that is good or not.
Now we are here.
well, the young man opens his arms and takes in his surroundings. Well then, what's next?
Protect an intent. What I intend to do, what I'm trying to do, what I must do.
Go on, we're here.
Okay, first the easy part. To the east, new beginnings begun to the east.
Bit unnecessary.
How would you know?
It's necessary for him.
To the south, blessings of desire and change.
He is so cute. No, he is. He's almost as cute as I was.
I don't think I can endure another I was so hot story.
To the west, endings time gathered.
I was so hot that I melted the sun. I mean, it just dripped at my touch like men's machismo. Hey, remember machismo?
Yes.
To the north, power and gratitude.
I've never been a fan of muscly, stinky men.
Unless they were fucking you.
What?
Oh, not you, dear. Go on with your little circle.
We're not speaking of dabbles. Who has not dabbled? I would say it's an honor to our tribe how we dabble.
The men of my youth turned out to be boys. Older boys, romping like children too big for their toys. And how I played, and yes, dabbled. And how forgetful to remember so much and it being so little.
I remember too much. Too much, that was my nickname. She's too, the queens would call. Always too in love with too many for too many reasons. But barely more than flashes. Blinding maybe, but not more than that. Really love.
No, I so disagree.
On what?
On the nature of love in moments of dabbling.
It was love, at least then, if even for an hour.
Or 4 minutes.
Or 4 minutes, yes, girl, it was love.
I respectfully disagree.
Oh, you would. You were always searching, whereas I was constantly finding. It was a series of discoveries. Yes, like some kind of slutty scientist, I explored and unraveled. I also categorized and labeled and interpreted and figured out. Oh, I was real good at this game. For the rules of engagement were studied by me like laws. I filed each one away. Oh, not like some sick relic where, some psychos list. See, I have been in and on and part of so many countless babblings. Each and every one of them is collected. Collecting where the essence of each encounter, that sad smile, or that light that went out in the park right on cue, that sigh of his, oh God, a whole jar full of sighs I've collected and cross-referenced, and smirks and snarls and smiles from so wide to tight-lipped. Oh, and I positively overflow with eyes, glowing, growling, gasping, longing, looking, turning, tortured eyes. Some of them not even seeing me, but I always see them. I keep them all, hands, feet, cocks, butts, all neatly organized, all remembered in vivid detail. And the names of them all, I remember all the names. I keep them and I hide them away. I'm like a hoarder. So I hoard love. A single piece from every encounter, from every single one. Well, it was the only way I could cope with being so incredibly hot. Maybe I knew then that one day I wouldn't be so able to, or so quickly able to just get it on with anyone. Well, almost anyone. Did I know that I need to look back then? That it would be a way of saving it all longer? Well, I never once stopped to ask why then, not with so many new conquests and details to dwell on. But the rub is, that knot I cannot untie, that thing that keeps getting lost in the transcription. I don't know who's kept pieces of me. I mean, am I out there in somebody else's brilliant box of discoveries? Does he look them through alone at night? Does he remember me? My smile, eyes, cock, hands, absolutely perfect butt, the way I walked away. The only thing I forgot to neatly savor and label was me. I suppose after your mirror comes a loss. To lose that which is you?
Lost in the looking glass. Are we so very obvious? And I suppose each man thinks his story is so new, and yet the stories through time have not changed, have they?
I think
No,
that's what
this is different. This is more. This is more than I have become my parent, or some Twainian recall to a father's memory. This story is new. Look at his newness. At ours, we who have never been before.
I never understand what you're saying.
Post Stonewall. Oh, dear God. Please tell me you know what the Stonewall riots were.
I'm young, not an idiot. And the gay freedom riots started here in LA at the Black Hat.
Hey, what's Stonewall have to do with this ritual thing? You know, I was there, and it was overrated.
There have always been old gay queens.
Yes, but never this many, and never en masse. And never with the power to be more than just old, but elders.
Oh, God, you're so dramatic for a thespian. This isn't new. We're old and he's not even new. I've never met a new gay. Every twink is a charmer. 14 going on 40 on fabulous.
My point is, we have the opportunity to be what we never got. And that is why we are here.
I thought we were here for love.
What? Hi. Michael, right? Love? No. We're here for a healing spell.
Well, love, healing, being better than you were 2 moments ago. A spell. Isn't love at the core of every moment? No, molecules collide for the same reason. Well, never.
Yes. Molecules. Yes, that's why I'm here. Molecules collide, don't they? They smash into each other. I never knew that. No wonder we're insane. We're so mean to each other. With a flip or a flop or a quote or a carelessness because molecules of the world are bashing in your brain. But that's no excuse. I have to fix it. I have to heal Jimmy. And we're supposed to be calling gods and we're here chatting. What good are you? You don't understand the gravity of the situation, the mass of the moment. It makes me sick. We're so gross, so fallible, so completely horrible. It's apathetic and horrible. I'm filthy and ashamed, apathetically filthy.
What is she doing?
Who cares?
Shh.
Did you wash it away?
No, I don't think so.
Can't drown away what you are. Trust me, I've tried.
Sorry, you guys are just trying to help me and I keep being rude.
No. We're doing the best we can.
We're older and wiser, but also more foolish. Silly old men who should know better. Now you've cleaned the slate.
I think I just need a minute.
I need a drink.
Oh, here.
What?
Etienne and I would like a cocktail.
And Charlie, why don't you take that minute and go to the concession stand and see what they have? Please.
Okay, what does everybody want?
Libations! Ah!
Oh my, you must be Etienne. What would you like?
Classic martini, ridiculously expensive vodka, shaken like you hate me, garnished with an olive, not stuffed with garish pimento, rather something fabulous. Jalapeno foie gras, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have that here.
One never knows.
Do one!
Owen?
A little white wine, whatever they have.
Water, please.
A Virgin Cosmo with vodka. Oh, please, sorry.
Oh, I'm thinking something with an umbrella.
An umbrella?
Me too, I love it. An umbrella drink sounds yummy.
Right. Make mine virgin, please.
I'll second that. Both vodka.
They're made with rum.
Add rum, too.
Armand?
I'll stick with coffee, but put an umbrella in it if that's what we're doing.
Not I. I will stick with the classics.
Jalapeno foie gras is a classic.
If you're doing it right, it is.
That boy has got to relax.
She's upset.
Academy Awards have been won with best verb.
Oh, patience, everyone. Can't you remember when the world was black and white and a medium? It does my heart good to see that we're still drama queen.
Armand, what are we doing here? We might have once been called fairies, but magic? We're not.
He doesn't need magic, he needs us.
He doesn't seem to want us.
The two are not mutually exclusive. Now let's just have a moment, then let him go on with his spell.
There had better be booze.
Oh, the best martini I ever had was aboard a private yacht. We were slumming in Mallorca, found ourselves in a group of who's who, including Elizabeth Taylor, and I said, well, at least the company is fabulous. Then I corrected the stares and said, I was referring to the gin. Liz laughed and threw two things at me, a flotation device, which I ducked, and a wink, which I caught in the remnants of my martini and see.
Oh my.
Can I have sex with you?
I snuck a flask into the AA meeting.
Shocker.
Yeah, they didn't care. I was that hot.
Breathe.
Oh my god, shut up, they do have Fragua olives.
Did you do that?
It was the least I could do. You know, a boyfriend and I once took a bath in champagne. We read somewhere that it was glamorous.
Well, was it?
I don't remember. What do you think?
Champagne brings out our very best.
Is that your best cocktail or the martini?
My best martini. I'll make sure to have it tomorrow. I say that every day.
I don't know my best cocktail, I guess, because I had so many. Too many. Two again.
I am so lame. I just went to having the best Bloody Mary ever at a lesbian bar in Francine.
Please stop using that word.
Lesbian?
No, Francine, you fool.
But that's what we called it.
When was this? It's my understanding that we weren't that welcome in lesbian bars in Francine or elsewhere in your day. Not that I'm very much younger.
Don't apologize for time. Yes, back then we really
Yeah, but
did.
men weren't very welcome.
Oh, because we were so welcoming?
The names we used to use then? my
Please
God.
don't repeat them. It's terrible now. Embarrassing.
We got along in the pool league. No one racks on like a leather dyke.
That's part of our history.
So is slavery and genocide. What lovely topics of cocktail conversation you choose, Armand, while attempting to be deep.
Someone struck a chord.
I love my lesbian sisters.
Yeah, now, but back then.
I love my lesbian
Well,
sisters!
it's simple, isn't it? We were buried in our shame, and we each in turn made one another more obvious. Most fears are silly in hindsight.
As I get older, I have more female friends. I find comfort in our similarities, our aches, pains, moral dilemmas. It really does outweigh the differences.
We all get along in our own way.
Well, obviously, AIDS brought it. I hate when people talk about all the good that AIDS brought about.
It did.
Well, fuck you and fuck AIDS.
Fuck it.
Yes, fuck AIDS. Pardon me for trying to find a silver lining.
It's lining goddamn coffins.
Is this going to become about AIDS?
Does he?
It doesn't
Armand?
matter
I
one
don't
way or
know.
the other.
I can't watch it anymore. I mean, their lives
It's not
being
my
tossed
house.
away.
Great, just when I started
It
to
doesn't
like
matter,
her.
right?
Of course not.
Just
We
in
can
case.
Don't you dare!
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Sorry it took so long.
Oh, less apologies, more drink handling. That's a life lesson you might wish to write in that book of yours.
Yes, sir.
Does this look like a leather bar?
We couldn't explain it to him. The loss.
Oh, are you still afraid of it?
Afraid of what?
I'm not afraid. We can talk about it all you want, but the choir has been preached.
The choir is hoarse.
Not them.
No, they know.
How could they? How could anyone know? I barely know. Loss of everything and more. How did I even cope? Did I cope? Grown men turned to skeletons. Opera singers mute. Those in the know clueless. Funeral after funeral after fucking funeral. And all the while terrified. And yes, call to action. And yes, brothers banded and sisters united. But in any moment, lost. I can't possibly convey what I survived. Tears are easy and wiped away. Can you cut me open? Can you reach in and feel my guts? But what would you find? Can you hold the emptiness? Can I show you all the faces? Sew a quilt the size of the globe? Should I be screaming? I will scream if you think it will cover the continents of loss. Did screaming help? Oh, it did then. We screamed, do something for fuck's sake! Do something! My family are dead! Look at these sores and get me some fucking bandages! It's not going away because you ignore us! Say the fucking word, you piece of shit! Do something! Your citizens are dying! And eventually, someone, somewhere, heard us. Those left. And still, there's so much more I can't possibly explain. My throat hurts. And how can I now be your elder? Ours died. We frantically searched for images of health and youth like Peter Pan's. And now you call me an elder. That's so unfair to the both of us. I lack the ability to make you understand. For that, I am sorry.
I understand. I think I do. I've seen films. Look, I'm sorry for making you an elder.
So we're all sorry. What does that get us?
It gets us a starting point.
So then we should start.
The young man comes center stage. He looks into the air as if searching for gods to speak to.
I'm sorry, I want to be good at this. I'm usually good at things. I want to impress you with my fabulousness.
You're doing great.
Here's the healing part. We have to raise the energy and send it to Jimmy.
Who?
Jimmy, my ex-boyfriend. I broke his heart and I didn't mean to.
Liar.
I meant to break up with him. I didn't think I could hurt someone that badly, and now he's
Broke
not.
up with him? Why?
I don't know. Isn't that unfunny? I guess I just talked myself out of it, or wanted something new or something better, so I...
regard.
Yes.
On whim.
Because you could. Capricious.
Cold and careless?
You broke his heart.
Yes. But I could have done it better. I could have hurt him less. Now you look into his eyes and they don't sparkle. At first I thought he was doing it to get back at me, but now I see that he's destroying himself. Back on that crap. But no, I destroyed him. We have to heal him. Please help me heal him.
We don't have a time machine, Charlie.
And you wouldn't do it differently if we did.
How can you say that?
Because he's right.
You know, I collected sorrow too. It doesn't go away.
Then why are you here if you can't help
We
me?
didn't say we couldn't help you.
If, when he comes, we can help Jimmy, but you've
Look, but
got
it says in that book that if I make a puppet and wrap it in white cloth and say the right words, that he'll be healed. He has to be healed.
But what about your heart?
What about my heart? I'm an asshole.
Hand me that cloth. Let me wrap it around you 3 times in the full moon.
This isn't about me.
Oh, so it wasn't about you when you did it, and now it's not. It's all not about you to fix it.
Gee, that was sort of wise.
Hey, I have my moments.
You guys are confusing me.
Good. Why are you here?
To heal Jimmy, to make things better, to... I don't know why I'm here. Somehow, somewhere, I became a man. And now I don't know what to do with that man. I've taken some crazy roads I didn't know had tolls, and lying ahead of me are new roads with tolls that I can't pay. The last one took my heart. I didn't just break Jimmy's heart, did I? I broke my own. Is this the price of getting older? Because it blows.
You have a heart.
I don't.
You do.
Feel it, it's hollow, smashed into bits.
I promise you it's still there. They'll tell you it's broken, but don't you listen. The road of broken hearts is as lonesome as the path up over it. You wouldn't be here if you didn't learn, you didn't know everything, anything. Love is 1,000 million poems. It's divine and dribble. It's a Hallmark card, a stupid commercial, a memory. My heart was broken for so long, I thought the light. I bought the nonsense. The pain was so great I couldn't or wouldn't go back. I found pieces, fads and forecasts, merry-go-rounds and loop-de-loops. The world spins. It does, I promise you, it turns. And it's lovely. It's love. I was broke, poor, on the dole of love. I was half, not whole. The world spins fast, so fast. You can see yourself if you jump. I jumped and saw myself on that road, and the two of me became one, and it was enough, just enough, to show me the nonsense of a broken heart. And one day, you find a man busy loving his heart too. And you find each other when you didn't need each other, when you had better things to do like heart loving. And it's beautiful. The world spins into beauty. You have a heart. It just needs a little more of your love.
I feel so low.
And that is why you are here.
Feeling the loss and recognizing it is how you start.
Geez, couldn't you have just said you can't love anyone else until you love yourself first?
Ah, that is all you wouldn't understand. How can you hear anything with your ankles in your ears?
This Lifetime movie is absurd and naive.
It is.
Why?
Boo-hoo. I know, get over it has baggage nowadays, but seriously, stow it in the overhead compartment and move on. You made a mistake. Who hasn't? How come he gets us? We didn't have role models or mentors or elders and we turned out fine.
We're fine.
I'm superlative of fine. Toughen up, honey. The road is hard, and if you're lucky, long. And if you're very lucky, fabulous. Or just be boring like Owen and you'll endure. Either way, it's better.
No, fine, you are not even happy.
How do you know?
One look at your Louis Kahn's paint-proof butt.
Wealth does not equal misery nor poor peace.
You are a joyless drip, Steve.
Steve, you know all about dripping. Is there an STD not named after you?
Yes, it's called Steve.
All right, you two, bring it down a notch.
Or what?
You didn't interfere with Miss Fringe.
Well, now, you guys are doing it. You are all nice.
You sly barbarian, I will destroy you!
Dance off!
What?
Yeah, let's have a dance off. That's what they do in old movies, right? Can I be the sharks? Can I be the sharks?
All sharks.
Dance off.
Imagine a dance off at my age.
Charlie. Really?
Why did you say that?
Because I don't want anybody to get hurt, and you guys are old anyway.
We're more likely to break a hip dancing than fighting.
Sometimes I think I'm going to break a hip by breathing.
You dear delicious boy, how lovely it is to be you.
It was working. The ritual. We...
Then why did you stop? I was hoping for bloodshed. Kidding?
Okay, this lamb's been sent to slaughter before, don't worry.
Because there's enough pain in the world. I don't want no more pain. That's not the kind of magic I want to do.
Oh, so you cracked your joke. The very best sort of sorcery.
Yeah, I felt all the power in the universe at that moment, so I just made a joke. What does that mean?
Everything.
That's all we are, my darling, at any given moment. All the power in the universe.
Oh, that was beautiful, Steve. Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you take the next step?
How about a reading from the Book of Fab?
Yes, please.
In the beginning, there was naught but despair. Light was dim and sad, for it could not see how brilliant it could be. So there came to be diamonds, rubies, Swarovski crystals, sapphires, and yes, even glitter. When light saw how it could glimmer and shine, it expanded away the darkness and gave life to the elements and planets. So full of its own fabulousness, light became too bright, and all would perish via rambunctious radiance. So there came to be not the opposite or anathema of light, for light feared neither, but that which could control light, the first bitch. The bitch cajoled and reckoned with light, and shadowed and charmed it. Bitch is as bitch does. Others feared and frowned upon the bitch, but power is always terrifying and a burden to the wielder, and that is the negotiation. The bitch is a consciousness reaching through time. Yes, I too feel the first bitch, and have since the dawn of creation. And yesterday around tea time. Oh, it's never the fault of the bitch, you see. Tea should arrive promptly. And now the bitch calls to you, as you swerve and cry into the night, like some pagan goddess of yore standing at a crossroads, and call it a bitch, but it isn't a bitch, it is the bitch. Every road is destiny, which makes no sense, but does to the bitch. I'm afraid the bitch is confusing, but making ridiculously obvious and sense from senseless is the path. The bitch does not make a good elder, and for that, the bitch is never sorry. And so you are here, basking in that glory you cannot name. Poor you. Do not mistake the bitch for cruelty, for the bitch is utter kindness, the kind only an elder can see. That cruel kindness, like light glowing too bright, warmth and pain, the bitch dwelling in darkness that carries the light. The bitch would not stoop to bridging gaps, but is there should you leap. Fear me, honor me, leap at me. I am the bitch.
Nicely done.
I thought I was here to make amends. Ain't that a bitch?
If I were a cruel bitch, I'd give it to you. That's the bitch, too.
Now that was a sermon.
Yes, well done.
And I hate church.
Maybe you're praying to the wrong gods.
Lucky me, my very own church.
Ah, we should go.
Yes, I'm tired.
Well, we've all spoken.
No, Charlie hasn't told his story yet.
No bother. Facts, frocks, forms, and denouement. Ah, the theater.
Okay, once upon a time, there was a boy named Charlie, I guess. His real name isn't as important as the experience that brought him here. My beginning began without much effort, or maybe too much effort. Compared to your stories, mine seems silly, or arrogant, or impertinent. Not less important. Yes, important. That which weighs. The burden of the stuff of life. Jimmy will survive. I will make him, I will go to him, and I will be his friend. Let him hate me with love. Like you, his friend. One should not, cannot bear the beauty of life alone. Let it be found and forever lost in mirrors. Given metaphor and tactics, coping and practical avoidance, wrapped up into this crazy life of ours. Together. Perhaps I hope, by the amazingness of all of our fabulous, gorgeous, sexy, bitchy, healing, revealing hearts. And in there, in us, find home.
Well said.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, well spoken. Maybe too well. Kidding. Well, it's time when I'm making bad jokes.
Oh, as opposed to the good jokes you've been making up until now? I hadn't noticed.
Wrap it up. I can't possibly endure his hotness any longer.
Oh, and don't you forget it, sister.
Armand, how do I?
It's time to say goodbye.
Okay. Farewell to the light, to the dark, all or neither. Elementals betwixt and tween, in the seen and anon.
He's so formal. Hey, later, dude.
It's what it is.
Back to the spa.
Ta-ta. There was a time when my exits were famous. Now I just slip away.
Oh, never slip, dear. Who says I'm too old for a dance hall? Oh, it's a great exit at any age. Mumbo, mumbo, mumbo.
I can do better than that. Staying alive, staying alive.
Yeah, this band.
Why, certainly.
Untrained buffoons. La, 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 la.
Maybe we should have gotten someone younger to bridge us.
We built a bridge somehow, didn't we? Isn't that funny?
It feels like the beginning.
Must be an ending.
So, if you're going to be the kind of man that I think you're going to be, the first thing you need to do is take your throat. What?
Waiting for a cheap joke about making me a queen.
I leave all the stupid jokes to Will.
Accessible, wrap it up.
Charlie is alone on the stage.
If I've learned one thing today, it's to not be outdone. Da 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 da.
The young man dances up to the throne. The theater feels less empty with memories filling it. Charlie laughs. It is a laugh filled with meaning.